Hello. Casual. Whoa. I'm gonna assume that I am being heard. Hi. Hello. It's me, the local virtual baker. Again. Oh my goodness, would you believe it? I wouldn't. You get to see my mic today. Yay. Sorry, I'm a little bit late, I understand. But I had some very, very important manners to get to. Hi, Sharpie. Hello. I had some very important means to get to, in the sense of my fish was probably dying, so I had to make sure that I made him undead, make him not die. So I had to worry about him. Got him a new tank, and it's going very swimmingly. He's a happy little fish. He's doing his little thing that fishes do. Yeah. If you can't see the title today, we are making bagels. Wow, what a interesting thing to make. I'm pretty sure I've made bagels plenty of time on stream before, but I don't think I've ever done it on the YouTube crowd here, so we're gonna see how this goes. So we're gonna make some bagels. This is actually a recipe I've developed, a recipe that I've made, and well, it works. So I use this recipe whenever I want bagels, and you can't really go wrong with bagels. Very simple, very delicious, and well, they're bagels, you know? Can't really go wrong with them. Delicious, savory bagels, savory donuts, if you will. And I forgot to write the recipe down. Don't worry, I'm gonna find it real quick. Hold on. Yeah, I had to be a little. I have a bit of a scuff setup today. I don't have some things that would make this a lot more easier than it should be, but we're rocking and rolling along. Have to well, I have to just get on. Try and find. Gotta try and find proper thing. I think that works. All right, here we are. I got my recipes right here. Why is there so many? I can make a lot of recipes, my goodness. Bagels. We're gonna be making bagels today. Did I pass it? I passed it. Alright. It's a very simple recipe too. Of all my bread recipes I've ever made, and all the breads I have ever made, I believe this to be one of the easiest kinds of breads you could ever make. It's very, very simple, very easy. It is, I will say that it is hard to make because the dough it is a lot more dry. It's a lot more dry with dough. But in that same sense, because it is a lot drier, it is a lot easier to work with as well. So I have my recipe right behind me. Use this, and well, if you want to follow along, which is very surprising, but very, very, very appreciated. I'm surprised that you would ever trust me in such a recipe. I will also most likely write down this recipe. I have to probably put the recipe, my documents for the recipes in the video description of this video. Probably do that. Yeah, well, stream, not really a video. A video stream? I don't know. I'm thinking too hard about this. So, this recipe requires 12 grams of yeast. And I'm also gonna throw in some water, specifically 65. good. Right on the line there. Love it, love it, love it. And, well, I just gotta let this bloom for now. So we're gonna give that a quick moment as I should actually give myself to recalibrate myself, if you will. Ah, my god. I got a new tank recently, and it's great. Got my buddy a nice little new home for him, but I kind of forgot that there is some maintenance that you need to do before you put your fish in your tank, and I think I almost killed him because if you don't know, tap water is very poisonous for fish. I forgot about that, so having that horrible anxiety that, oh shoot, I might have just killed my fish, is not very fun. But I had to really quickly tend to it. I had to go order something on DoorDash, I had to go filter some water, and then I kind of forgot that, oh wait, yeah, that's right, I'm streaming soon. But I also had someone come over, and it's a whole it's a whole thing of I'm not smart, and I'm very bad at time. But hey, I'm making bread now. Fun. I was also making banana bread too, and I'm also making sourdough today as well. I don't know why, and I don't know how I completely forgot about today, but I guess I kind of forgot about today as well. I forgot that I was gonna stream making bagels, but I didn't. Kinda. Almost did. Alright. I should also mention right now I'm measuring out 475 grams of bread flour. Let's see. 12 grams of salt. There you are. And, hold on, I gotta try and get my sugar. I put it back. I need 20 grams of sugar to add a little bit of sweetness. Just a little bit. To be honest, I don't really even think I need to add sugar to this recipe anymore, but it's kind of like that background hidden thing that you don't really notice in breads like this, or stuff like, and stuff with breads and stuff like this. Barely notice it, but it's like MSG in a sense, no? Both are not good for you, but hey. Still use them. Woo, bagels! Hi, Mina! Hello! Good evening. I hope everything is going your way. Everything is going very, very nicely. I had my parents come over for a brief moment. It was nice to see them again. It was very nice to see them. I've been feeling a bit homesick since I live on my own now in an apartment. Boy howdy, where I live now is okay. I'm scared for my life, but here we are. I don't want to really think too hard about it. The more I think about it, the more it's like, ooh, I don't know why I'm here, but I'm here nonetheless. So I just measured out the ingredients, measured out the dries, measured out the wets, and I'm trying to give this yeast just a moment to just bloom. I do want to find a way. I think I found a good ratio of like dry yeast to using sourdough starter. But I will admit that I am just a tad lazy. I'm just a tad lazy to try and experiment with stuff like that. And not just that I'm a tad lazy, but I'm also I haven't given myself the time to experiment with the ratio. But I think I found a valid ratio that works well with starter and dry yeast. Which is like 10 grams to 1 gram, so if you were to use like 10 grams of starter, you could use, I mean, if you use 10 grams of dry yeast, you could use 100 grams of starter, but then that's gonna get a little finicky, because then you have to worry about water, and then the hydration percentage is all mixed up, because Sour starter has a lot more. Sour starter has what is it? What is it? Water. It has hydration and stuff like that, and it's dry and wet. It's a different ingredient than yeast, so it's a lot more complicated to add it to a spread recipe than just dry yeast. But you see, I just don't feel like putting myself through that headache just yet, so I haven't gotten around to experimenting it. I'm just mentioned a tad bit lazy with it, but it is on the chopping block of I should try and do that, because dry yeast is very convenient and it works very well and stuff, but like sourdough starter is a bit healthy. Oh, it's not really even a sense of healthy. Sourdough does actually give some sort of flavor. What is it? Flavor, and it does make it a tad bit more healthy, just because starter is a little bit more healthy than yeast. I don't know the whole complete semantics about it, but it's not like the difference between heart disease and cancer. It's just a very it's nutritionally. I'm not sure. I just Google recipes that use sourdough. Fair enough. I mean, more power to you. I just like making things overly complicated for myself, and I do not know why. But I do know that this recipe that I use works. I don't know how it works, but I've made this recipe, I have experimented with it with a sum total of 3 times, and this recipe works really well. So, there's that. I just Google recipes. It's better nutrition and easier to digest. Yeah, that's right. Fermented food is amazing what you can do with it, right? Suddenly, I wonder what kind of bread is used for banh mi's. Banh mi's. It's kind of funny because they use baguettes traditionally. It's not strange because a banh mi is very much a Vietnamese sandwich. So it's very strange when you think of a banh mi and it's like, oh wait, why is it going on a French baguette? It's very strange, very weird, but the more you think about it, the more it hurts. Just, no question. All I know that it's apparently some sort of short baguette. It is essentially a baguette, yeah. Alright, well, it looks like my yeast has properly bloomed here. It is smelling pretty bready. So I think we're in a good place to start with this. And I'm just gonna add my dry. That's really all that's to it. Bagels are a very, very simple recipe. It's very simple bread. I would think it's more simple than like sourdough or like a country white loaf. It's very, very simple. And not only is that simple, it's also very easy to work with. The hardest thing about making a bagel, in my opinion, is probably shaping it. But there is a very, very, very easy... There's 2 very easy ways to shape bagels. Like, bagels... There's the right way of doing it, there's the okay of doing it, and then there's the absolute wrong way of doing it. I'm gonna show you all 3. But, I guess if I were to say, oh, what kind of style of bagel this is, I guess it's technically more like a New York style bagel, because the way that it's shaped is different, but, you know what they say of, like, most things, I guess. I don't know how to put this sentence together, but, there's like 100 ways to skin a cat. Well, there's 100 ways to make bread, and there's even more to try and make bread into a bagel. Though it is kind of funny still, no matter how much I think about it, that, you boil bagels. I think that's still probably the most interesting thing. No? Very, very fun, I know, but the good thing about this recipe that I've made, it's very, very student-proof in the sense that if you don't really know much about bread, if you just follow the directions to an absolute T, you'll be able to make a bagel. A good bagel, bad bagel, I'm not sure. You'll make a bagel because it's an easy dough to work with, and case in point in that I think slid down. Whoops. Okay, stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Okay. It's very easy to work with. I'm pretty sure this is the normal census, but like, drier doughs are a lot more easier to work with than more wet doughs because this can hold its shape a lot more easily. But the recipe I've made just because it's like, I want bagels. I want to make a bagel because maybe I just want to have a nice breakfast or something like that in the future. Or maybe I just want something quick and easy, you know? I don't want to have like a slice of bread because slicing bread, I guess, is just too much effort in my head. So why not just make a very simple and easy bagel recipe that I could just make the day before, and then when I need to go run out to work, I can just get a bagel, throw it in the mic. Well, actually, nah, I don't. I could say throw it in the mic, but then it's like, no, that's a different thing. But just make a simple bagel recipe, make it the day before, and then have it and run my way to work with a bagel in mouth. Kind of like I guess like the generic anime trope, yeah? Where it's like someone's running with a piece of toast in their mouth, except the toast is a bagel. Not sure how wieldy that would be. Not sure how effective that would be, if that's the right word. I don't know. No doubt my favorite type of banh mi dish is a banh mi chow. Basically a pan with various foods like egg, sausage, meat paste, fries, and doused in some sort of a sauce that you eat with the bread. Not sure how the sauce is made, so I can't recreate it yet. I don't know, that sounds like something. Various foods like egg, sausage, meat paste, and fries. Oh! Are you talking about like poutine? Sausage, meat paste, fries, egg? Are you talking about like poutine or something then? Poutine's good, but moi howdy, does it make me feel like... I don't know. It's great, but then once you start eating it, can't really feel... It's like eating a cheesesteak sandwich. You just feel guilty about eating it, but it's just so good that you're just too far in. Kind of like that. Not exactly poutine. I posted it on Twitter if you want to see. I'll have to check it out later, because I have no means of checking out Twitter right now. Okay. I've been kneading this for about a few moments at this point, so it's not exactly smooth and tacky, but the thing about bread in this recipe, I don't know, a good excuse for me being lazy. I just have to let it rest now. All that's to it. So, I'm just gonna put a little lid on this, and I'm gonna have to give that a second to rest. And then we're gonna start shaping them, and then we're gonna start boiling them, and then we're gonna bake them. It's gonna be great. But yeah, isn't that kind of weird though? Just to say that again, because I don't know, I guess I didn't mention it enough in my head. You boil bagels. Isn't that strange? You boil it in just water, and it's weird. I don't know, just that entire idea of like, oh yeah, you boil this loaf of bread to get this? Yeah, that's completely normal. But you understand, once you know why you boil the bread, it makes sense. Though it still doesn't change the fact of, it's very strange of how you boil the dough itself. You do it to get that texture, that very signature texture that bagels have. Like that smooth, like waxy even texture of like what a bagel has. That's essentially what you do when you boil a bagel, boil bread. You give it that nice texture, and it's not like, what is the word? Crumbly, crusty. Good word too? Yeah, like that. It's a little bit different. Boiling bread that doesn't kind of makes the crust complete. I'm not good with words. I'm very bad with words. I see. I'll send through DM. Also, you boil bagels. What? Boil breads? That's a first for me. Quiet, by the way. I'm on max volume? Really? I'm quiet. Hold on, let me fix this. I've never been really good with volume, so I apologize. Alright, here we go. I hope that sounds better. Turn on the gain. It's better. But, if you think bagels are weird that you boil them, it is. You know what's even weirder than bagels? Pretzels. You boil pretzel dough as well, but it's a little bit more weird. Or, when you boil pretzel. Because pretzels, don't just boil them in water, you boil them and essentially... Okay, let me see if I can put the words together here. Pretzels are boiled in a very specific chemical, and this chemical is dangerous in higher quantities because it is used as an active industrial cleaner. It's very, very, very dangerous to handle, but for some reason we use it in pretzels. What does it do for pretzels? Flavor, texture, color, a lot of weird things, but we're fine with it. I'm not really ever since I found that out about pretzels, I've kind of been not so sure about pretzels anymore. I mean, they taste great and all, but then finding out that they're made with something bad, it's kind of interesting. A little crazy even. If you're ever doing it at home, you can buy it yourself. You can buy this chemical. It's gonna come to me and it's gonna hit me like a brick. Because I know the name of this chemical. I just always forget what it is. Just can't remember what it is right now. It's not, what is it? Thanks, you ruined the pretzel for you. I'm sorry. Listen, there's a lot worse things I could tell you, probably. I just can't remember them right now. Fortunately, I'm not very, what's the word? I can't, okay, wait. Oh my god, I'm just scatterbrained right now. Pretzels. The chemical in pretzels. What's the chemical in pretzels? What is it called? I'm gonna go crazy. I gotta remember what this is now. I keep thinking it's poutine for some reason. Yes, the dangerous chemical. Poutine. You boil poutine to make what is it? It's not... Sodium bicarbonate. I think it's that. I think it's sodium bicarbonate. It sounds familiar. I think it's sodium bicarbonate. Yeah, sodium bicarbonate. No, that's not it. Oh wait, that is not... Okay, I gotta go back. I'm gonna go crazy. Lie. Okay. That makes a lot more sense, because I was thinking of liar, but... Just not... Didn't need the R, just lie. Yeah! For pretzels, they are made with a lye solution. Lye is used often as an industrial cleaner and other sort of things that are not normally consumed. So you could go get a thing of water and boil it. Just lovely. You wanna dye your bagels? You want to dye your bagels like a certain color? Do you want like baby blue? I just get that stuff from like a paint. Perfect. It'll work perfectly well. Don't actually do that. Actually do that. But yeah, there is that. That was the thing I was trying to remember. Lie. My memory decided to work today. I'm very grad, huh? Enough of my ranting, though. I think that, yep, by the looks of it, I may be able to start kneading this thing again. This was very, very, tacky still, but now I'm just gonna give it a quick little kneading again, a second knead, if you will. And I'm just going to try and make it nice and smooth. Because it was really tacky before, but now I should be able to make it nice and smooth. I sent the banh mi chow. Check the message request since we're not moots yet. Alright, I will. Ah, okay. I have a very strange way of kneading. I don't think this is how you're actually supposed to knead. But you see, I'm not smart. I just kind of do the thing that I think is right and it works. Call it dumb luck. Because that's exactly what happens. I have a lot of dumb luck. It's kind of like the emphasis. Kind of the main thing about when I make bread or recipes. It's just like dumb luck. Like, oh, I made a bagel recipe, second or third try, and it's like the best thing I've ever had. Or like a pretzel recipe, same thing, second or first try, best bagel I've ever had. It's a very, very strange. I don't know how I have this intuition to make recipes because, oh, I could look up a recipe, which would be so much easier, honestly. But I don't have much pride if I just make a recipe. If I make a bread from just a recipe I've seen. Unless it's like a recipe I will refuse to make, such as ciabatta. Making a ciabatta bread recipe is very difficult. Making ciabatta bread is also very difficult. So that's one of the only kinds of breads I'll have to look up a recipe to ever make. But either way around it, this dough, I'm not sure if I can show it or not. I'm not sure if you can even see. Can you see it? It's smooth now. A lot less tacky. So now at this point, I'm just gonna throw this boy back in there. Back into its little container here. And I'm just gonna let it rest for another 15 minutes before we shape it. So yeah. I'm really bad at filler. How have you all been doing today? Ah, yes. I imagine you've all come to this stream, this very intuitive stream. How you make bagels, have small talk. That's exactly why you came here for it, right? You didn't want to learn how to make bagels in real time, right? Making bagels in real time is so fun. I promise you, very much is. I'm acting like this is possibly the worst thing I could ever do. Honestly, it is kind of hot in here though. So, been kind of baking a storm all day actually. Kind of funny. I made a piece of sourdough. I got another loaf of bread I gotta bake off soon, another sourdough. And I actually got some banana bread I baked off today too, and bake some more banana bread, so I got a few things I still gotta do in the sense of baking. Bagels, this is the first thing I gotta do. I like bagels. I need some bagels. Been missing out on some breakfasts, so it's like about time I have something for breakfast. I would like myself a nice bagel and egg. Ways. I'm no baker, so I don't know if this is correct kneading technique or not. I'm just gonna go with the idea that there's many ways to do kneading. Like, there's no one exact way to do a knead. But I imagine there's several ways of doing it. I just probably don't do it a very good way. That's the thing. Anyways, how's your week? Mine was less interesting than the previous, though. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this on yesterday's stream, but I'll mention it again because I think it's kind of funny. As I was walking back to work, some person just there's you know how sometimes there's people asking like, hey, would you like to see our product or this and that? Because there's a lot of them around where I live, and I don't know why. But I was walking home from work, and someone made eye contact with me. They pointed at me and say, "Excuse me, ma'am." I'm not a ma'am. I'm a guy. Not like it's. I mean, it's not like it makes me feel. It just makes me feel confused. I'm not sure if that person was I'm not sure if they themselves were confused. But I think I am I think I'm a guy. I think I'm a guy. I don't know what really would. I don't really. I'm just trying to. I've been trying to figure out ever since like the last 3 days ago when someone said "ma'am" to me. It's like what makes me look like a female? Nothing wrong with that, but I'm a guy. So when someone says, "Oh hey, ma'am," I wonder like, oh, do I look like a female? I wear a beanie all the time, so maybe you could tell that if I have long hair. I can't tell if I have long hair or not. Like, look at this beanie. It's so androgynous, I guess. I don't know. Gray. It's a gray beanie. Simple beanie. Wear it all the time. I'm wearing it now. I gotta put back on my head. I think you can obviously tell that I have a beautiful short hair. Like, you can look at me right now. I got short hair right now, but yes, I don't know. I actually just for some reason have long hair under the beanie that even I didn't know about it, but won my English competition. Oh, won. Oh, okay. I'm so good at reading. Won my English competition today, so I got prize money for else, but that's it, and that's all. My previous, however, bussin'? Oh god, no. Ew. Bussin'? I don't even want to say that I'm like, oh, I'm too old for this, because I'm not really that old for those kind of slang. But bussin'? It seems so dumb. I don't know. Bussin'. What does it mean? Where does it come from? Like, at least like, you know, Riz, I can get it because charisma, but even Riz is kind of a weird slang. Banger is just kind of funny, so but I don't use it unironically, like, oh man, absolute banger. I don't know. This bagel is what I'm about to make, absolute banger. No, I don't understand it. What's on your mind? Basically a banger week. I'm like in 2008 still, I guess. I don't know, I still have a rap cat still in my head. I'm not really thinking about like bangers, bussin', stuff like that. It's too complicated for my little small head. And alright, it's rested enough for my impatient self. So, I got my little scale here, and this whole dough should be able to make at least 6 bagels, because these bagels that I make are around 120 grams each. So 120 times 6 is 560 grams, give or take. Maybe I count incorrectly. Okay, let me just measure this all out. It's going to make this a bit easier for myself to portion out, so I'm just gonna just flatten it out here. I kind of wish I had my what is it? Dough cutter, bench scraper. Fortunately, I only have my bowl scraper. Difference being one's made of metal, this one's made of plastic. But you know what? It works. It works, it works. 130. Okay, we're gonna go for 130 grams to 120 grams each. 164. 129. That's good enough for me. But yeah, only a new mouse, kinda lame. It's not lame. A new mouse is great. I kind of think I need to get a new mouse or something. Perhaps, maybe, I need to get a new mouse soon. I just want to get grams off. Oh, perfect. Alright. 123. This should be 150. A little shy of a little bit too much. There we go. With that, I have my 6 little portioned out doughs of bagel. Was that English? 6 portioned out bagel dough balls. I got the dough portioned out. We're ready to make them into actual bagels now. Wow, I can't think today. The think brain not working. The head hole does not want to cooperate. It rarely does, but it really doesn't want to cooperate today for some reason. The week before, however, I got a new ukulele. Played Baka Mitai on achieving a full combo on the first try, master difficulty by the way, and I celebrated by having McDonald's for the first time. First time? Very strange, but if you've lived an entire life without having McDonald's, I think that's a good life, honestly. I am kind of upset that McDonald's was a part of my life, just because looking back at it now and eating it even now, it's just so far. It's not even like it's only addicting because my child self liked McDonald's, so it's hard to ignore myself and say, don't get it. Don't get it. Even though I can easily make this stuff myself, it'll probably be even tastier, but man, I should just... Yep, first time a Mickey D finally opened up at my local mall this month. I personally don't even really like McDonald's. Like, if we're talking about fast food, there's really only 2 food chains that are kind of... they're okay. That's Wendy's, Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A might be overrated, but they do make some good food. Yeah. That's just me, I guess, but... Wendy's... I was gonna say, Wendy's has the best fries, though, but... Wendy's has good fries, but they're not always great, but when they're good, they're really good. But McDonald's fries are really good because they're always crispy, and they have a nice amount of salt to them. But then we talk about Chick-fil-A waffle fries, and they're so good because waffle fries are amazing, but sometimes they're just not crispy. We don't talk about Burger King. Burger King has horrible food, somehow worse than McDonald's, but fries are good. No, actually, there's only one reason why Burger King is okay as a fast food place. And that's because they have onion rings. subpar onion rings, but they have onion rings, and no other fast food place has onion rings, I think. So, yeah. Anyways, before I forget, so there are a few ways to making bagels. This is what I found to be the easiest way to make like shaping bagels. So when you got them into balls, you know, there's a very simple one of just poke one in the middle and then stretch it out like this. Now that works, and it works very well. It works like a treat, yeah, because then, wow, you got this. But my thing is, you're tearing the dough, and then it gets this weird, like, tear, that you make a weird, like, tear in it. And you could just let it rest, and it'll be completely fine like that, but I think there's a better way of doing it. Without, what's the word? Without really ruining the integrity of the dough itself. And I think this is how people in New York make their bagels, so that's a plus too. New York style bagels, isn't that interesting? So I roll out a little small log here, and I get the two ends right here, and 1, 2, 3, there we go. Simply just done like that, and no tears, no nothing. It's just kind of squished together, and then now I just let that rest. And get to make bagels. Yeah, it's very simple, I suppose. It's a lot easier in my head to like, I don't know, it's a lot easier in my head than just trying to make a hole inside, because sometimes you don't get in, it's just how I am, I guess. I try to get like perfectly in the middle, but when I try and do that, I somehow get lopsided by like a centimeter, and then I just don't like how it looks, and then I gotta let it rest again, and then reshape it again, because I'm for some reason a perfectionist, I guess. But this is also a lot easier, and also gives the bagel this kind of signature like little tail here, like a really like how some bagels, like hand-pulled bagels, are made. There's like this little tail here. You understand when I make them. But some of them have like a really nice signature kind of line, like an extra little tail bit. And if you ever go to like a place that makes bagels, there's a place around where I live that is like a bagel-centric like bakery. And a good way to tell if like a bagel is made fresh or not is having this sort of little tail at the end. That's one way. You know, sometimes you can manufacture it, I bet, but for some things, it's nice to see this little tail, because then it's like, oh, they had to have made this by hand. Because it's really hard to probably make it by, make it by machine. Making it by machine, I imagine, is a lot easier to poke a hole than to roll out and then roll out again, you know? I don't know anything about machines. I don't know anything about industrialization. I don't know anything about any of that stuff. I just know basic technique, and I can bake bread okay, and that's really it. Also, that's a hole on the bagel. What is this bagel or donut? Bagel is like a sandwich version of a donut, right? A bagel is like a more savory version of a donut. Donuts, you know, they're sweet, but bagels are just essentially bread. Bagels are bread, while donuts are like cakes. If you want to think of it like that. Right. And there we go. Got 6 lovely little bagels here. I'm going to grab nice little special pad here. And I'm actually just gonna throw these in my refrigerator, because the thing is, you can actually let these bagels sit overnight, and when you do that, it increases, like, it makes the flavor of them a lot better because it's has time to just rest. And not really good at explaining. I don't know why I think that, oh, I can do this, but I do it because it's fun. That's all I care about. But doing something overnight, when I have the time to do it, it's good. It makes the flavor a lot better. Like, it feels more complete. Here's a good example. If you ever go buy like a loaf of sandwich bread at the store and it's like really subpar, and it's like, it works, but it could be a lot better. And then you go to like a nice dinner place and they make their own bread in house, and you bite into that lovely soft bread, and it's like almost sweet, but not like sugar sweet. It's like natural sweet, and it's like, wow, this is like the best bread I've ever had. This is so great. And it's just bread, and it's even better with butter. It's like that. When you let bread rest overnight, the flavor has time to develop. I just can't really give a full science or educated explanation behind it, because I don't really know. I don't really know the true terminology, because I just do. I don't think. But I kind of think, because right here I have bagels I have let proofed the other night, and boy howdy did they proof quite a lot. Oh, they proofed a lot. Look at that. So I'm going to get them right into the pot of boiling water I've been having here the entire time. And we're gonna just boil these bagels, have them dry, and they're gonna bake them. I got some seasonings, just everything seasoning, because that's really all I have. But gonna have some everything bagels, gonna have some plain bagels, because I'm a plain person and I like plain bagels, so I'm gonna do that too. My local neighborhood sells this kind of bread snack that has green beans filling, deep fried in oil, and is glazed in melted sugar. Have you ever tried making anything similar to that? No. That sounds really interesting. Green beans. That's very strange. I would try it though. Okay. So I usually like to boil these bagels for like 30 seconds aside. I'm gonna do exactly just that. Sorry, I had to go grab a very important tool, my watch, because I just don't really feel like counting the seconds in my head, which is what I was doing. That's why I had to be quiet for the entirety of that time for a moment. I don't have enough brain power to do both at the same time, but gonna pat this little bagel dry for a moment, and we're gonna throw this right back on there. Very smart person. You know, handling a boiling bagel right onto my hands. That's just something I would normally do. Don't question it. Alright, I'm gonna put the next one in. And another 30 seconds. Ooh. It's a local recipe. I doubt you'll find it anywhere in your region. I think I'll really even find many bagels. No, actually, more. I don't think I'll really find any bakeries around where I live. Fortunately, there's not many bakeries around where I live. There is one bakery where I live. There's one. There is one place that is a bakery that has bread and stuff, but their bread's okay. It's not like it's bad. It's just like I know I can make the same. I can make the same thing, so it's not really something I want to go out my way, especially when I have to go buy it. I know I could just make it at home. It's a bit. There's a bit of redundancy to it. I just don't go out my way. If I can just make it at home, I don't see the point of going out, especially when I'm trying to save money. Bagel number 2. Right, bagel number 3 goes in. I'm very careful with this bread. Not very much with my hands. My hands are a little bit of moderate pain, but it's fine. I'm used to this. I think. Well, not really used. Well, I am used to burning myself, but I don't burning myself. But I'm used to it, so I just use that as an excuse, I guess. Woohoo! Don't. I do a bit of brute force. I am actually kind of interested to see how these bagels turn, because it has been quite some time since I did an overnight proof on bagels. It's been quite some time. Not like it's a bad thing, even. It's just I really haven't had the time to make bagels like this way. So I'm very interested, very excited. Fortunately, I'm not very careful, and I can't really talk too much because my head's just saying focus, focus. Wait, don't focus. You want to talk, but I'm not very good at talking. Honestly, something I wish I was a little bit better at, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Are you trying? Seeing you try baking international dishes would be pretty interesting, not gonna lie. VTuber related cooking content has been popping off recently for me, thanks to a guy on Twitter cooking a bunch of VTuber inspired dishes. Oh, I've seen that guy, yeah. He makes some really good food. I'm wondering if he actually works in like an actual like diner, or like not diner, but like an actual like cooking job. Because he seems very professional and knows what he's doing. And his plating skills are very, very top tier. It makes me feel a little self-conscious just because I'm not very good at plating. I can't even really say I'm good at making food, to be completely honest with you. I just know I can. Maybe it's because I just make food for myself, and when I usually make food for myself, I'm not really trying to make it look pretty or this and that. I don't really try and go heads over heels for making food for myself, just because I don't know, I don't see the point of going that crazy for myself. But if I were cooking for like a friend or for my family or something, then I try and go all out. I try to go bring out a Michelin star for my cooking that I'm doing, but cooking for myself. No, I don't really like doing. It's a lot of work, because then I have to then go clean the dishes, and then I gotta go eat. Then I gotta go put stuff away, and then try and make sure I don't have any leftovers, because I don't like wasting the food, and I don't know. A lot of just headache I just give myself for, because oh boy, I love oh boy, do I love giving myself headaches. He ain't no Gordon Ramsay, but I'm kind of glad he improved my improvised, ramen recipe. Huh. Yeah, he seems like a really chill guy, really awesome, cool guy. Just a shame I just don't follow him. Oh shit. There we go. Yeah, he ain't no. I guess he's no Gordon Ramsay, but he still has good plating, which is surprisingly something hard to do. Like, you would think that, oh, plating, it must be easy. You just put the food on the plate, you make it look nice, and then bam. I mean, it probably is. Maybe I overthink too much. No, I know I overthink too much, but I'm just not really good at plating up food. Because usually when I do, I think too hard, and then I make it look way too complicated. And then it just kind of looks like a weird hodgepodge of stuff I put together, and I just end up. The egg dampens with spiciness. Well, I'll have to try it. I know for one thing, I am trying to do some more international baking, because that's fun. Cooking is not really much of a thing I like to do at home, just because I already do enough of it at my job, so I really don't want to do any of that at home. I'm just glad that I'm able to keep my baking to myself and keeping it at home. There are times where I'll bring some stuff at my job and they like that, and that makes me happy. Like, oh wow, my fun little hobby I do for myself, people think that I do a pretty good job at. And it's especially nice to know when some of these people are chefs that have been in the industry for several years or however it may be. And very nice. Humbling even. Like, humbling? Not sure if that's the right word. But it makes me feel like, oh wow, I'm good at what I do, I guess. Alright, these little these little shoes, these little wet little socks here. Because they just seem very strange how they look now. So flat discs. I'll throw them in the oven now. 350 for around 8 minutes? 9 minutes. I cannot exactly remember. I haven't made bagels in quite some time, to be completely 100% transparent. But we're gonna go for a safe 9 minutes. Baking is your job, question mark? Ayo, baking streams, but it also doubles as a work stream. No, I am not a baker my job is not a baker, unfortunately. I really do want to pursue baking a bit more, but I have this worry that if I pursue baking as like a job, I'm not gonna like baking it. I love baking right now. So I just don't want to ruin the, I guess the magic you'd say. I kind of want to just do baking at home and then like go say, hey, I want to. So quiet. By the. Oh, shoot. Why am I so quiet? Why am I so quiet? Am I better yet? How about now? Good. All right. How's that? Are you aiming for the yellow part? I don't know. It's very strange of how this works. And I imagine it's also because what is it? The sound in my kitchen is not very good in comparison to where my desk is, because it's an open kitchen. Can't really put soundproofing everywhere, just because if I put soundproofing everywhere, there might be a few fires, so I don't want to do that. I mean, I probably could. I just don't know how to do a kitchen setup. I am the most scuffed that scuff can be. I just kind of do without any thinking. But I think I do well? Question mark? Maybe. Do pretty okay, I think. Your voice should hit scale apart optimal audibility. Audio setups with worse audio quality don't. Okay, well, that's a plus. So I think also is gonna unfortunately, fortunately, maybe I'm not sure. Might be the last stream I'm gonna be doing on for a while. I don't know, maybe not. But I know with the next schedule I'm gonna make, it's gonna be going back on Twitch. Maybe. I don't know. I want to stream on YouTube, and it's great to stream on YouTube. It seems very fun. But I kinda do miss being on the Twitch every now and then. Well, I don't really know how to balance it out. Like, I really want to be on Twitch, but I really want to be on YouTube. But I want to be on YouTube because fun feels a little bit more homely here, strangely enough. I don't know, Twitch gives me a lot of anxiety because there's so much more there. There's like redeems, there's people raiding you, and then it's like, oh, should I go raid someone? And there's someone that raided me, I gotta entertain them, I don't know, it's kind of dumb. It's a lot more thinking, and YouTube is a lot more simplistic. Yeah, it's a lot more bare bones, a lot more simple, and not like I have to worry about mix it up and thinking of, oh no, I have to put my redeems or something on, so at least I don't have to worry about that. But they are fun, they are cute. Sometimes. Sometimes. There's one specific redeem that I have on my Twitch channel that I really don't like. But I leave it there because it's funny, I guess. But I really don't like it. I really don't know why I still have it, but I do have it now. Everyone, I think it's the most used read. Twitch is usually more entertaining, but you know the amount of work required to pull. Yeah. I do up this whole sort of streaming thing more or less as fun for myself. I like streaming. It's fun. Also, I'm trying to get better at talking, so my thought is, oh, let me stream. Let me try and get better at that. If I can do that and then talk on the spot, wow, I'll get better at talking in real life. Maybe. No. No. But the thought's there, so that means something, right? Right? I don't know. I am kind of feeling a bit tired too. Mostly it's probably because heat. There's not really good ventilation in the apartment here. And this oven being on ever since, 8 o'clock this morning? Warm! Very warm. I'm gonna really need to take a nice shower. So, just that at least. About showers for a moment. I don't get how people do it. You know, like how some VTubers, some people say they won't go shower weeks or like days or 4 days. Maybe it's because I'm extremely hygienic now. Maybe it's because I think about food too much, and then I think about touching the food, then all that stuff. But I just can't fathom like the idea of being so caked up with sweat and then caked up with other things and not wanting to go take a shower, and like taking a shower is like so nice and revitalizing. Like it's like very comfy even. But some people will opt out to not go take a shower? I mean, if you're busy, then that's a different story. I understand that notion, but I don't know, showers are so nice. They're so get to just turn your brain off and scrub your head and then sit there as the water hits your face. It's so relaxing. It's like zen. But I just don't see. No showering. If I ever see someone, if I ever for some reason somehow another VTuber out there that doesn't shower, I'm literally gonna grab them and just start scrubbing them down with the closest thing to a sponge I have. I'm not exactly a huge germaphobe, but I do like personal hygiene in the sense that shower at least every other day. At least. Am I judging some people? Yes. Yes, I am. But okay, 50 seconds. Right. Actually, I should try and look at this recipe I have. How much time did I make? Oh, 15 to 20 minutes. That's a little bit more time than 9 minutes. I'm still gonna check it though. Maybe I'm gonna at least flip it halfway through and then put it in for another 9 minutes. But at that point, it'll be nice and good. So it's nice and evenly cooked all the way around. Can we talk about how you can say that you showered, but you look like you're been wearing the same set of clothes for several months now? Listen. I just have several pairs of the same clothing, okay? Oh, they look good. Yeah, so far so good. Back in though. Get in there. Flip them. Go for another 9 minutes. Right. Anyways, I'll have you know that I have several aprons, several shirts, and several pants that are the same thing. You got me on the beanie. I will mention that I don't wash my beanie as nearly as I should. I wash my beanie at least 2 times a week. But I don't have another beanie. This is my only one I got. So I gotta make do with it, okay? I wish I had another beanie, because then I have more styles and more like, oh, I got a different beanie to wear for every set of the day. But the other beanies I have are way too small, and my hair is like really, really thick and big, I guess. Yeah, shush. I don't know how to talk. I'm trying to really like sit down and I am sitting down, but like I'm trying to think, what can I talk about? I keep saying that, and I need to remind myself more often of write these things down, because there's so many things that I think about, but I just forget them as soon as I do. But then like an hour after the fact of me trying to remember something, oh, that's what I was trying to remember. I should write it down. I don't write it down. How many have looked at your model and thought you were a girl? I would say pretty much every person that's seen me. I don't know. People don't normally say I'm a guy or a girl. I don't really see either or. They just say hi. That's really it. I'm not sure. I can't really go into people's minds. So I assume I know what you're thinking, exactly what you're thinking. But also guilty of odd. Yeah, Yeah, I know. I guess I look like a girl. I don't know how I do though. Like, do you not see how short my hair is? Not see, I guess the buff I don't have. I mean, I know I wear like long sleeves and stuff like that, but like that's just my style. I like dressing up cozy. I don't have muscles to show or anything like that, so there's no point to just having my arms just like unraveled. We do have girls with short hair, bro. I mean, we do, but I have short hair, I guess. I don't know. I like visually. I don't know what makes me look like a girl. I have eyes. I have hair. Am I a guy? Am I? It's kind of really is kind of dependent on the voice, maybe. I don't know. I got the things that I have. I got hair. I don't know what really to be honest. I just exist. Or water. Dry of water. Here's the funny thing. I'm not being genderist or anything. So, daily friends are female. I kind of saw you. Somewhat defaulted my assumption to be a girl. So sorry about that. I mean, it's alright. It's fun. It's. I think it's funny at the end of the day. But like, how do I make myself more? Like, do I have to take off? I was talking. This is the same conversation I had yesterday too. How do I become more manly? Do I have to like rip my? Do I have to like choke myself out or something? I don't know. I don't know how to make myself like a deeper voice. Like, do I have to choke myself out? Do I have to like rip my shirt off? Rip my sleeves? Do I have to scream into this microphone? How do I show off masculinity? I don't know how to do that. Do I say, like, oh, what stereotypical guy? The only stereotypical guy stuff I think about is like football, baseball, wrestling, sports. And that's it. I'm not very smart. Disgusting. Sorry. I don't know why. Not really even feeling tired. Tired. Jeez. Throat just not feel good. But the struggles of freedom, customization. Struggles of freedom of customization. What you mean? Freedom of choice? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. I didn't set a time. I did set a time. Oh no! Wait, oh god. I'm stupid. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I just realized I've been Okay, so I just made two mistakes right now. I just made one mistake of I was baking at the wrong temperature, so it's gonna have to take longer by default. My second mistake is not setting a timer. Oh my god, why am I so stupid? Oh my god. That's fine. Worst comes to worst, I can make bagel chips now. Woohoo. Love bagel chips. But Ah, God, I feel stupid. But bagel chips. Got that now. I got that going for me. I kind of forgot like bagel chips were like a thing. And it's funny because I think I used to eat bagel chips like nobody's business. And I didn't even know bagel chips were even a thing. But, you know, like in Ches Mix and stuff like that? Like Ches Mix? It's called Ches Mix? G-C-H-E X? No, Chex. It's Chex Mix, yeah. There's like the caterpillar boy, then you got your, like, the hashing square thing, got your chips, you got your pretzel stick, and then you got the bagel chips. Chex Mix. Yeah. So, I always ate the bagel chips. I didn't eat any other ones, except for maybe the caterpillar boy, but I would not eat anything else because I thought everything else was kind of trashy and tasted the same. But the bagel chips were like completely different. Tasted like really crunchy. Tasted a lot more different. Liked them a lot more. Maybe because they were maybe they were. I was always going after the darker ones, the ones that were like brown and stuff. Those were really tasty. The white ones I kind of just fed to my dog. So, those were very good though. Kind of miss it. I haven't had Ches Mix in so long. I know if I do buy anything at Ches Mix, I'm not gonna. I don't really like snacking. But yeah, I guess you look really cute, so assume. I'm sorry, what? But yeah, I guess you look really cute, so you get assumed as a girl. Not cute. Why do people think I'm cute? I'm not cute. Do you see this face? Actually, I don't want to say that. That's almost... okay, never mind. I don't want to say that. Because I just feel like now I'm in... I can't talk bad at myself. Oh, never mind. I'm the best. I look amazing. I look great, but I don't think I look cute. I look cool. I have to do a 180. Sorry. I just realized I just kind of am trash talking my pa. I can look at your thumbnail. Yeah, it's a very cool thumbnail, no? It's a very, very cool, very nice, very awesome looking thumbnail that I made. It's very simple and very basic, but I like it. It's very cool, very good. It's not cute, it's cool. There's 2 bagels and me and then a backboard. There's nothing to it. It still convinces myself that you are a girl or something. Nothing wrong with being... There is something wrong with being... there's something wrong with me being... Because I don't want to be cute. I want to be cool. I want to be based. I want to be cool, based, and awesome. But I don't know how to be that. And I think every single time I'm called cute, I can't be any of that. So, what do I have to do to be cool? Do I have to curse? Cute is cool. It's not cool. Cute is based. What do you mean? Well, at least I can't be cute and based. I'm just built different. I'm built unfairly. So I can't exactly. Right. I'm gonna give those bagels a quick look-see here. Maybe they look done. Oh, they're looking pretty done. I'll let them go for a bit. Yeah. And you know what? I think these bagels... Yeah. The bagels that I made today, we're gonna throw them in water, and we're gonna bake those off too. I feel like it, honestly. I could go for an overnight, but I already got a lot of stuff in my refrigerator right now that I don't think I have room for it, so I gotta just fade those off too. And like the fact that I discovered you because you also played the ukulele just adds on to that trait. Yeah, about that. I play the ukulele, yes, but I don't play the ukulele. I just kind of strung it. I don't really do anything crazy with it. I can't really even play songs with it. I just kind of strum it every now and then, just like staring off and just strumming it, closing my eyes, and then eventually like taking a good, nice little nap. But I can't really play a ukulele. I mean, if you want to be cool, play Megalovania. I don't think that's gonna exactly be useful. I'm not very good at playing the ukulele, and Megalovania as a song, I don't think I can even do that. So it is possible. Trust me. You tried. Well, you know how to play the ukulele. I don't know how to finger correctly. Like the whole thing of like fingering like a ukulele. My fingers just don't. I don't have that hand-eye coordination, which is funny because I have hand-eye coordination to go do all this and that with like cooking and stuff. I can't really show it now, but take my word for it. I can cut without looking. I have good hand-eye coordination in that sense. But when it comes to like fingering, I have the worst hand-eye coordination. I have to like look at my hands as I'm like strumming the strings and stuff, but it's so difficult for my little tiny brain to wrap around, and it doesn't really work. And it's difficult. I can't do it, which is equally frustrating and upsetting. I got my hand-eye coordination from rhythm skills, rhythm games. I'm good at rhythm games. I'm good at a rhythm game, and it's Beat Saber, but I can't really do anything else too much better. Alright. Ooh, they actually look really good. Boy. The one on the end here looks really great. Ooh. Look at this boy. Yeah. Nice looking bagel. You see it? Very pretty looking bagel. Very, very nice. Nice crusty crunch. Can't really. Can I squeeze? Oh, there's a bit of crackling to the crust. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to let that cool off though. Yeah, it looks good. Nice. Alright. I'm gonna have to dust off. Ow. Yes, safety is #1 in my kitchen. Love burning my hands. Gonna get the other two. And I'm just gonna bake these off as well. Alright, you two, get in the oven. Also, hold up, I ain't hearing this wrong. You said right. Are you saying Beat Saber? Yes, that is one of the only rhythm games I will ever play. And it's fun to play. It's a good exercise as well. Beat Saber is really fun. It's just that I don't really like setting it up often, so I don't really play it as often as I'd like to. But it's a very, very, very fun game. I love Beat Saber. Very great game. I have 160 plus hours. I don't know how many hours I got on Beat Saber, but I got a few hours. Yeah, let me check. amount of hours I favor. I have 78 hours on Beat Saber. Yeah. Played since like, I don't know, July 1st of last year. I don't remember when I last played it, but it hasn't been that long. It has been quite some time, but I don't remember the last time I played Beat Saber. Eventually, this is gonna get to a boil, and I can start boiling these bagels. Oh boy, it's done. But that's fine. Just start throwing them in. Nice 30 seconds each, just as before. I'm also thinking about the other things I gotta bake today. I do have a but a loaf of bread I gotta bake eventually. Thinking about it though. There we go. Actually, are you free later at 10 p.m. your time? Unfortunately not. I have work tomorrow. I got work tomorrow, so I don't think I could do whatever you would want me to do. Sorry. Perhaps Monday or Tuesday. But tomorrow I have work, so unfortunately. Wow! Safety is key. I keep telling myself, yeah, safety is key. I didn't nearly just splash that all over my face, no. One. Oh, you got work Saturday? No, Sunday, right? Yeah, tomorrow, Sunday. Today right now is Saturday. Tomorrow is Sunday. Safety is key. Proceeds to splash hot water off the place. At least it was away from me. I did not get any of the hot water on me, so that's a plus though, right? If there was someone in front of me, they might have gotten hurt, but not in behind though. And there's no one else in here, it's only just me. Now if there was someone else here, I would probably tell them to go sit on the couch, because I don't believe myself to be the most safest person in the kitchen. But I'm not the most hazardous either. I'm not gonna go make a house fire, you know? But I'm not, I just don't think I should be, I'm not one to be trusted. I barely trust myself, to be honest with you. Sorry, I'm just like doing, I guess I'm doing ASMR now. Wow, look at that. Bagel. Bagel. Right. Gotta go for another 30 seconds. About 9 a.m. your time. During that time, quality bagel is. I kind of do want to eat it, but I know if I try and bite into it, it's gonna hurt. Picking your listeners to sleep. That sounds kind of messed. That kind of sounds messed up in a way. That almost sounds like I'm baking the people in their sleep. Like they're being baked alive in their sleep. I think that's exactly something I would wish upon anyone. Unless they are dead and they want to be cremated, different story. But I don't think I want to bake someone alive. That's not something on my quota. Quota? it's not my thing. It's not on my things to do. To say at the very least. Just gotta spread these bagels out now. Trying to give them some proper spacing. And to be completely honest, those other bagels I had, the ones that were overnight, they're probably gonna taste better, but they are notably a lot more flat. And that is probably just mostly because they are overproof. That is a me problem. Because I probably should have not let them proof for that long to begin with. And if I was, I should have actually covered them in plastic instead of a paper, like a towel. Like a towel works, it's fine, but then you have to worry about it breathing in too much. Breathing, quote unquote. Because it breathes too much air, then there's too much time for it to leaven, and then a whole issue of that, then it overproofs. Two more. Alright, 30 more seconds. Listen, bear with me. I don't know why I am up to 21 a.m., but my brain do kind of be dozing at this. I think that means you need to go to sleep then. 2:21 a.m. I'm asleep at that point. I think you need to go to sleep, my friend. You're up a little bit too late, I would go out and say. Sleep. And I ain't gonna bear with that. You should go to sleep. I don't know why people don't like sleeping either. People don't like sleeping, people don't like taking showers. Self-care. And that's gold coming from me, because I hate myself. I hate self-care. But I do it. I don't know. Sleep is overrated. Don't live that VTuber sleep schedule life of mine. I mean, I guess I probably have the most contributing factor to why I don't have stuff like that is because I work morning shift, my job. In my real life job, I have a morning shift, so I kind of have to wake up. I kind of have to wake up early. If I don't, there'll be quite a problem to say at the very least. Ow. Ouchies. Sorry, I was just kind of burning my hand off because, you know, safety is key in my head, but I'm also not smart because I decided to pick up a steaming hot tray with a wet towel. I'm so smart. It hurts now too. There we go. And we got my 6 bagels here. They're very nice looking. I think. Hold on, I gotta go grab another tray here. I'm actually going to grab the 2 bagels that are in here, throw them on this tray, and then throw the other bagels here on the other one. Hold on. Why is this one so hot? Oh yeah, that's right, there's oil on it. What I get for oiling it. I probably really should have not done that. But I did. Why? I don't know. I'm not what they would say to be smart. Question mark. Anywho. There we go. Got on. And you know what? I'll put a little bit of everything on them. Fun fact. Interesting. Well, it's actually pretty interesting. But did you know that in Canada, they call everything seasoning bagels all dressed bagels? Why? I don't know. I think it's cute though. An all dressed bagel. It's all ready, all dressed up and ready to go get eaten. It's cute. Okay, in it goes. Do you ever make coach collacs? I don't know what a collac is. But I'd be more than open to try to make it. I have tried making this one German thing. It's like a scone ordeal, but I don't exactly know what it's called because I always butcher it. But it's some sort of like scone. It's like chocolate chips in it. It's like hardtack, but it's a lot more tastier, and that's why I'm thinking like scone because it's a lot more like a scone. But it's also kind of like a. It is also kind of like a what's it called? Hardtack, but in a good way, you know. Here it comes. My eyes are starting to shut down. If I stop chatting suddenly, you know why. Well, how about I encourage you to go to sleep by just saying, go to sleep. Sleep is good for you. Go to sleep. Give your brain a moment to not think about anything. If anything, let it dream. Let it have fun. You think too hard. You're thinking way too hard today. So go to sleep right now. Yo, I think yes, not no. That's a yes. That you should go to sleep right now. Right now, go to sleep. Got stuff to do. Go to sleep. I am thinking about it right now though, and I hate to say it, but I think I am probably gonna end stream right now though, just because I'm kind of tired, and my brain, I can't really think or function right now, so I kind of need to just. I think I'm gonna have to end stream right now, anyways, which is good since one of you need to go to sleep. So I'm gonna probably end stream right now. Unfortunately, you're not gonna be able to see the other bagels, but hey, see these bagels, yeah? It came out pretty nice. So yeah, at least got to see that. And if anything, I guess I should let you hear this lovely little crunch. Tastes amazing too. Probably good with some butter. I just butter now. Oh yeah, the crust is so crunchy. And the inside's so fluffy. Great. Good bagel, good bagel. Alright. There we go. You heard the bagel, you saw the bagel. I showed you the thing how to make the bagel. I just know how to edit the description, so I actually put the recipe. But yeah, I need to go. Yeah. I'm sorry about how the stream was a little bit scuffed though. Sorry, a little bit of scuff today. But another time when I will do this again, I will do another stream. That will be baking. Maybe I should do all my baking streams. Gotta think about it. When I do it again, yeah, it'll be a lot less scuff. I'll actually have more preparation for it. But thank you for tuning in today, though. Very fun. Be on here regardless, just talking, baking, chatting. But this is my final message, because I'm going back to YouTube. Twitch, maybe. I'm not sure. I still gotta think about it. But I gotta go. Probably take a shower. That's a mess. And we're listening and bantering. It was fun. It was very nice. So, I'm going to go. I gotta go clean up a lot of stuff. Have a good rest of your night. Good rest of your day. Good rest of whatever time zone you're part of. I'll see you around. See you. Good night. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye. See ya.